Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully all doing good. I'm going through a little bit of unwellness as usual. Started antibiotics because of the throat infection. You can hear the voice a little bit down, and I'm not having my mic just yet. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm trying to speak loud, So here we go. So today is a niche fragrance house. I think this fragrance is kind of like a very popular one. Recent years, I think I have seen the rise of this brand. Many reviewers talked about it. Many people are raving about it. So we have this fragrance, Electimuss, and I think it's called Imperium. Okay, this fragrance, and I think these are British house made in England. Okay, so big thanks to dear brother Auveek bhai, Mr. Auveek, who is a good friend in community as well, and he's a big collector. So he always lends me whenever he buys something exciting new. He sort of like ask me, do I want to review stuff? And so nice of him. Thank you so much, bhaiya, brother. Bhaiya means brother in Bengali. And so let's see, I've been testing for some time. I'm having a little bit of a that allergy when I spray perfume, so I'm trying to not spray so much, but for the review's sake I sprayed. So let's check out this presentation. I think the prices are kind of expensive, $150–160 in Bangladesh. Even could be more, I'm not quite sure. So these are expensive. Presentation is very heavy, and I'll let you know if it reminds me of something, if it's worthy looking at it one by one. Box is very nice. I don't know if there's a sleeve over the top of this, I don't know, but it says Electimuss. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. London. Side looks like that. It looks like a candy box sort of. It's a huge box. Nice coloring. Like a nice little box. Okay, it's like a good item for gift, and it has a very nice coffin inside. It's very good protection for the bottle. Bottle is very heavy, so if you drop it, hopefully it will take the it's not magnetic, by the way, but it will take the fall really well. I think bottle will survive. So here is the amazing bottle. I think you have seen these bottles everywhere. This glass base itself, it's like, it reminds me of I think Safari Extreme by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. I think that's the house that had a very heavy bottle. This is almost very close to that. Very nice. Golden juice color is kind of yellow, looks like that. And base, cap, very nice attention to detailing, and these bottle presentations are beautiful. So the cap, it's a very nice click and snug fit, but always make sure you are confident, because sometimes if it's loose you might drop the bottle and definitely it will break. Okay, so careful. So you take it out, fully metal cap, heavy cap, and the atomizer looks like this. Okay, really nice pressure atomizer. Let me put a little bit more on me. This is an expensive perfume, so I did not really spray so much. Let's just go a couple of sprays. Okay, let's put it back, and let me tell you what I think of it. First of all, the prices on these are expensive, and sorry, time check, 9 AM here in Dhaka. It's working day, so it's gonna be very noisy in a while, but winter is coming, so that's a good news. So first of all, I think the prices are a bit high on this, but many fragrances are expensive, so you have to be having enough cash to buy this. It's not for for everybody. Okay. Second thing is, these presentations, the main issue with this, if you live in one place, like you don't travel that much, you don't relocate or move a lot, that's fine. But this kind of presentation, just the bottle itself, the box is also heavy. If you have to move these are gonna be taking a lot of your weight, like to see if you're gonna fly with this fragrance, it's going to take I don't know, 1 kilo plus. Of course, I don't know how much this is. Definitely very heavy, so it's going to be very inconvenient. So in that perspective, this is big inconvenient. And the thing is, I think these bottles, the quality is very, very good, and this is 100 ml, which is good news. 3.38 fluid ounces instead of 3.4. I don't know what's up with that fluid ounces. Those are there. So let's get into the fragrance. So the smell is a very familiar one. Okay, it reminds me of a lot of fragrances, but mostly, if you do not know by now by any chance, this is, I think, inspired by a very popular fragrance called Aventus. Okay, and I removed the box for a while because it's taking so much space. I have a few more fragrances to show you. If you love Aventus, you're gonna love this. This is a beastly fragrance. Okay, but it has a twist. Okay, the twist is gonna be, it's Aventus plus a little bit more. It's a familiar fragrance. It's a very pleasant, like a clean DNA. Definitely you have smelled this before. And then at some point, it also reminds me of Dior Sauvage. At this point, many people will not agree. They'll be like, there's nothing about this fragrance which is similar to Sauvage. I will explain. Then a few more fragrances comes to my mind, like Cedrat Boise, okay, which is the same Aventus DNA. And then I would say one twist is Nishane Ani, okay. I will explain, okay, one by one. And one fragrance, I think I finished my bottle, which is called Hacivat. So if you know Aventus DNA, this fragrance, Electimuss, I think the fragrance is Imperium, yeah, Imperium, pure perfume, by the way. Concentration. So in that way, this fragrance is a very good performer. Let's talk about performance. When I wore it, I have gone nose blind to it. You know, after 1 hour, I feel like it's gone. You know, it's like not that much happening. But on my clothes, let's say I used it on my clothes, and then next day or 2 days after I put the shirt on, I'm like, what's smelling nice? It has this nice woody, fruity, vanilla dry down, which Aventus doesn't have that vanilla, in my humble opinion. It has that apple, you know, pineapple, birch, woodies, a little bit of smoke. The Electimuss is very clean, so that vanilla gives it like a clean, fruity base, which at that point reminds me of Nishane Ani. But Nishane Ani is so much stronger, in my humble opinion, for projection and the presence, much more stronger in vanilla. In this with the black currant and a little bit of a sweetness. This is more fresh than sweet, less vanillic, but the vanilla is definitely there. So you are gonna get citrusy, pineapple-y, fruity, woody, vanillic combination here. And I think this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. If you love those other ones, you're gonna love it. So why do I connect it to Sauvage? This fragrance, at some point, I always felt Sauvage had this pineapple touch somewhere, and many people did not agree. I do not know. I felt Sauvage and Aventus is kind of like a similar fragrance, in my humble opinion. Also a fragrance called, I think, Ultra Male, which also I felt got pineapple, but that's just my nose. So if you like freshness, if you like fruitiness, if you like a little bit of a touch of class of vanilla, make it sophisticated, you can try this fragrance. Downside with it, extremely expensive, extremely heavy bottle. And I think the other downside would be many of people who are concerned about budget, like not everybody wants to spend or have the luxury to buy everything, right? And you're very like a particular person. I just want one of this DNA. I want Cedrat Boise or Aventus or I don't know, Hacivat or this. To those people, they'll be like, I already have Pseudonym. You know, they're gonna say that. I'm not saying it, but they will say Afghan supremacy is. Wow, there's a bird outside. So some of the people will say this is similar to many other fragrances. Yes, I can see that. You know, in air or on the air, people smell it. It's very hard to distinguish. People will not come and ask you like, hey, are you wearing Imperium? No, it's not going to happen. People may ask you, are you wearing Aventus? Or are you wearing Ani or Hacivat or Cedrat Boise? So those are more popular. So these are some downsides, and the main problem issue here is it costs a lot of money. Back in the days, the price of this, you could have gone for 120 ml version of Aventus, which now is like $1,000. But back in 2016, you know, some of our retailers were selling this for under $200. So I would get Aventus 120 ml any day. But if you compare, just forget about the price tag, okay? If you compare side by side juice, I think this is better built than Aventus. Yes, big statement, but it's not better than Ani to my nose, okay? So Nishane Ani is something I would prefer. Cedrat Boise, and this I would still prefer Cedrat Boise Intense because it's a little bit more stronger, but it's a nice refined polished fragrance for sure. Is it a must buy? No, in my humble opinion, no. If you're a collector, if you just finished your Aventus, you know, you just want craving for a little bit more quality, you can go for it. But for the price tag and that heavy bottle, man, these are two things I'm thinking like, you know, I do not recommend, you know, because again, if you're traveling, this is going to take a lot of your weight, okay? And that's not an excuse for not to buy it, but it's just a bit overpriced for what it is. It doesn't offer that much new, okay? It's a combination of Hacivat and Ani. You can say if you have those two fragrances, you don't need this. If you have Aventus, you don't need that, okay? So there you go. So overall, the quality is very good. I would say 8.5 for the quality of the perfume. Pricing is high, and this could be a little bit redundant if you already have some other fragrances. Overall, I give it still 8 out of 10. Good fragrance, solid fragrance, and a very polished fragrance. And you're gonna get compliments from it. I think people can smell it around you. And nice, you know, it's like a nice high-class fragrance for high-class occasions like weddings, church, like a housewarming party or something like that, or someone's like, you know, baby shower, or, you know, something like that. It's going to be perfect fragrance for that. Very masculine, very nice, and very refined fragrance. Electimuss Imperium. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Auveek bhai, for your bottle courtesy. Take care. Have a nice day.